Hello, hello. Oh, we have new computers, new laptops, new people. Great topic. What the hell? We got some new mood music.
Mood music.
Mood music. Everybody say that 3 times real fast. Hey, how
Yeah,
y'all
you
doing?
can't say that times fast at all. You can't.
Hey, everybody, come on in. Tell a friend. We're getting ready to get into this. Woo, we got a topic tonight. Yes.
Steal.
We're about to get into it. Come on in. If you are in, please tell us where you are from. If you're on our YouTube channels, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Yes, we got a hottie tonight. Yes.
Hottie. Tonight's topic is what we like to discuss. Things like this.
Yeah. Because
it causes so much controversy.
Ooh, we should have played some Friends. Controversy.
That's a Prince song? Okay, I'm a Prince fan, but I've never heard that.
Do I believe in God? Do I believe?
Nope.
Controversy. Oh, well, I'm not like the world's best singer, but it's off the 1999 album, so there you go.
Oh, yeah, the only song I know off the 1999 album is 1999. I'm a Purple Reign fan now. I know the Purple Reign album like the back of my hand.
Yeah, y'all know I'm a Princeaholic.
We know. That's where the purple comes from.
I'm a Princeaholic.
But now that I'm older, I think I might go back and explore.
Oh my God, there's so much great music that he's got. I mean, so much.
Yeah. He's got some hits that I love. And then when he died, there were some hits that he wrote that I didn't know he wrote.
Yeah. He used to write under Christopher and Jamie Starr. So there's a lot of songs out there that people didn't even know he's written for, like Shaka Khan.
I mean, it was the same thing with R. Kelly. A lot of great hits. Musical genius. A lot of songs he wrote for people we didn't know. So canceling R. Kelly canceled a lot of hits.
Yeah. And I don't think we should have canceled it. But that's a whole nother topic. Maybe
I agree.
I think we may have to delve into that one too.
Cancel the man, not the music.
I didn't cancel his music. I still listen to the music. And
I mean, 12 Play is still one of my favorite albums.
Oh, I've got that. Yeah.
Even though I was too young to listen to it when it came out, 12 Play is still one of my favorite albums.
Come on in. Tell a friend. Say hello. Let us know you're out there. We see you
out tonight.
We see you guys. Come on in. Boy, we got a hot one tonight. Yes, we do. And we're gonna have another hot one next week because we're just gonna keep the heat coming. All right, just keep the heat coming.
Steamy McSteamerson.
I don't know what this thing is. Looks crazy.
Okay, I got 12 views from my page. So where y'all at?
Come on in. All right. Well, truly hope everybody is having a great Monday. We're going to go ahead and get started because this is about to be on the Richter scale. So tell a friend. Come on in. Hello, everyone. I am Ms. Jewcee, and I want to welcome all of you to another marvelous Monday on Jewcee Tales Erotic Chat. And we got a hot one for you today. But of course, I could not do my show without my beautiful, vivacious, simply stunning, sister below, Miss Purple Rain, is in the house with me
Hey
tonight.
everybody.
Hi,
My
baby.
curls is acting up today, but I'm here.
That's okay. That's okay. I got the whole asthma, a sinus, I voice sound like a dude. Dude
You
look
do
like
not.
a
You sound like Miss
lady.
Juicy. You sound
Uh,
like Miss Juicy. Don't do that.
yeah, so drainage, it's great. It's great. And you got to get on the air. So if I pop off and on, y'all, that's just me handling my little business. I will be back. I will be
But I got y'all with it. Okay.
I won't be sharing all of that with everyone. It's been an uphill battle. Somebody coughed in my car, and that's all it takes when you're already kind of headed towards that asthma moment. I could have just kicked
And
that.
it's the season change. My son's
Yeah,
asthma's been acting up for a week.
yeah. So just getting it together, getting it back on track. I don't feel bad. That's one good thing. But I have been doing better with my coughing because I do not cough well. Ugh, I don't cough. I swallow great, but I don't cough well.
Mhm. Almost coughed up my water. I cough
Dangerous.
great.
Yeah, I cough
I,
great.
I cough great. My catch
Oh,
game is even better.
mm, me. So it's gonna be one of
You
them
are a
nights.
nasty mess, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Look, gotta be because we gotta talk about EEE real quick before we get into
Oh
everything
yeah, let's do that. I
tonight.
don't want to huff and puff on that. That's an amazing topic.
We got to get into this real quick. Look, everybody, your tickets are now available. Everything is rolling. Like we are now totally ready to go for the Ebony Erotic Experience. The Arabian Nights, our Erotic Arabian Nights is going down May 21st. I mean, sorry, May 30th and 31st in
Mhm.
Indianapolis, Indiana. May 30th and 31st. So it's after race weekend, y'all. So you don't have to worry about Indianapolis being inundated with a bunch of race car people because it's after race weekend. So, but it is a 2-day event.
Hey,
It
lady.
is $150 for 2 days. So basically, breaks down to $75 a day, which is definitely a steal for all of the folks that we have on the ticket for you guys. We are in a 10,000 square foot facility of plain and simple erotic ecstasy and debauchery. So we're going to have a little bit of something for everybody. All are welcome. Our lifestylers we're going to have some play areas for you guys, our swingers. We'll have our dungeon area, of course. Can't do a EEE event without it. We're going to have our educational components. We're going to have live entertainment. Oh my gosh, delicious food, classes and seminars, and some of the hottest, and I do mean the hottest featured guests that will be joining us. The list comes out this week. So you all will know everyone that is going to be a part of the Ebony Erotic Experience. And I think what's really cool about this event is you're able to actually talk to our featured guests. They're there the whole time.
And
I
they
mean, that,
interact with the event, y'all.
yeah,
They
they're there the whole time. If you have questions, you'll be able to ask them. And we definitely our featured guest is a celebrity. Mm, I'm gonna leave that right there. She's a celebrity, and she's a friend of mine, and she's coming, and I'm so excited. And
I'm excited to meet her.
I'm gonna be in the front row.
Now, I might be doing some work, but I'm gonna be listening in earshot, okay?
I'm gonna be in the front row.
I mean, I've taken her class virtually, so you know.
No, there's nothing like live.
I heard.
Uh,
I
you gonna
heard.
hear. You're gonna hear.
Hmm.
So,
I'm
hey,
scared.
Lady Thunder. Hey, Lady Thunder. Mwah. So it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. So, once again, let me get the days right for you all. Forgive the. It's gonna be a long night for me, but we're gonna get it together. May 30th and 31st, Indianapolis, Indiana. The Ebony Erotic Experience is going down. We are going to have a great time. We have 2 days to be together. We start out on
Yeah.
Friday evening and we go until the wee hours of Sunday morning, I guess you could say. You guys, your tickets get you so much that you definitely want to get your tickets. And what we've done is we're trying to save you some money. Okay. So we've got several different ways for you to get your tickets, and there's no fees. Okay. No fees. We even have Afterpay. Now, Afterpay may have a little bit of a fee, but that's between you and Afterpay. But if you need to break it down into 4 payments, we do have a way for you to do that with Afterpay. So you can pay us via Square. Square also has the Afterpay. We have Apple Pay. We have Zelle, we have Cash App, we have PayPal. So we have several different ways for all of y'all to pay to be a part of the Ebony Erotic Experience.
Exactly. And yes, Lady Thunder, yours truly, you will be teaching. I can't wait to look. I look forward to your class too.
It's going to be
Hey, Lorenzo.
quite the event.
Bear, get your ticket, babe.
Quite the event. So once again, check out the flyers. We have the flyers up. If you don't have one, let us know. We'll get you one. We'll add one. We'll put one somewhere. But make sure that you are in the house. You do not want to miss this event. 10,000 square feet of absolute debauchery.
Bear, no, you do not have, we do not have the walk with cash in hand pay unless you come see me and give it to me in hand and then I get it to her. So you can hit me up later. We can discuss that.
Yes, we do not take cash at the door. I will tell you that much. We do not take cash at the door. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, oh my God. We are so excited. The Arabian theme is just kind of taken off. I mean, we've got belly dancing, we've got
I
chair
still don't know what I'm
dancing,
wearing yet.
we got I got bedazzled bras. It's gonna be fabulous. So make sure you get your tickets because you're gonna want to see these bras. Like the babies is gonna be on fire. Okay, we're gonna be Miss Juicy is outside. So yes, get your
Bear, I
tickets.
said you can deal in cash, but you got to come see me personally.
And so we'll go ahead and make sure you guys get your tickets, and we're going to go from there. Okay. All right. So tonight we have a hot topic. Okay. And I'm sure that several of you have heard about it. Oh, wait a minute before we go anywhere. I didn't even ask Miss Purple Reign, how was your week? I'm so sorry. How was your week?
Stressful. I work at the post office.
Oh,
That's all
well,
we're going to say. Indianapolis has been on the news 15 million times. I think I'm starting to think it was a setup, but you know, it's okay. I work at
okay.
the post office. I'm stressed.
Oh,
Outside of work, I'm great.
all right.
Yes, you can bring your paddles, Bear.
So, well, we're going to try to get you unstressed tonight because we got a great topic that
I
we're
mean,
going to.
I'm ready to talk about this topic.
So we're about to get into it right now. So a
She
little,
said, burn down USPS. I didn't say it. You said it, wifey.
so,
I didn't say it. You said it.
so this has been all in the news. So we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and dive into this because there is
I ain't
so
gonna call it
much.
the news. I'm gonna call it the gossip blogs. It's been all over YouTube and TikTok.
Well, there, but it's also been in the news. So it has been like reported by like ESPN, all these other sports
Yes, yes,
channels
yes.
and things like that.
Yes, sports
So
channels, yes.
we definitely have
But I call those gossip blogs too.
we've got a lot to unpack on this topic.
Them
So
ESPN sportscasters be a little sassy.
some of them need to be quiet, Stephen
They
A.
do.
Smith. Okay,
I,
so
I like him. It's the
mm-mm,
one guy I
mm-mm.
don't like.
No, Stephen A. has gone after Bronny one time too many. I need him to sit
Well,
down and
he's
shut
always
the
going
hell
after
up.
Bronny, but I like him more than I like the guy that got into it with what's the white guy? What's his name? I don't like him.
You don't like Shannon Sharp?
No, I like Shannon Sharp. Who's the guy that got into it with him?
Oh, uh, it began with a
See, we don't even know his name. We just know he
C.
was a white
I
guy.
know who you're talking about with the curly kind of wavy hair.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking
I
about.
love Sharpie.
Yeah.
Uncle Sharp is he's
I
you know
can't think of who that guy's name is
he
either
was talking
anymore.
Michelle through it.
I'm
You
sure
know
somebody will know.
he was talking Michelle through it, y'all.
So, so,
Uncle Shannon.
but we tonight are going to be talking about the Anthony Edwards and Shia Howard's situation. The
Aisha Howard.
Aisha, is that how we say her name?
Aisha. It's Aisha.
Aisha. Okay, Aisha
Little
Howard.
baby's baby mama.
Um, so we are going to be delving into this hot topic tonight because
You see, when you mentioned it, I started sneezing. I'm so allergic to bullshit at this point.
it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. Um, for me, uh, this I actually like Anthony Edwards.
As a player,
As a player, as a young man. Granted, he has, of course, room for growth. We all know that, especially when you're young and you have a lot of money um, put in your face, and maybe not all of the best handlers around. But he was on, I kind of got to know him a little bit more by watching him in the starting five that LeBron James uh, had produced. And it was him, Jimmy Butler, and a couple other guys and LeBron and stuff that they talked to, and they followed him for about a year. And I hadn't heard of him before then because he plays for the Timberwolves. Um, so he's not a Cav, so what do I care? But anyway, uh, or a Pacer. So
mm,
the things that he says, he's very brash. As a young man, he's very cocky and he's very confident. And
facts.
in his profession,
You kind of have to be.
what he's doing for his profession, what he does for his, take care of, he can't go out on the floor doubting himself night in and night out. He has to have a certain persona, uh, but he's still young.
I don't mind that about him, though. I don't mind that about any athlete.
Yeah, he's still young. Some of it I feel okay. Look, we need to reel some of that in, but he's going to look back in he might. I'll take that. I'll say that he might look back in about 5 years and wish he hadn't said X, Y, and Z. But he's young, he's grown, and he can say what he feels he's old enough to say. So the topic has come up. There is a child involved, and he has decided that he will pay child support, but he is giving up his rights to to the child that he has with Miss Howard.
Okay, so I went in on deep dive on this, and he's been in a long term relationship.
Hmm.
They just recently had a child. and he accepted her child from a previous relationship. Now he has a type, you know, um, both his long-term girlfriend and Miss Howard and the other two young ladies, because there's other two young ladies that have gotten pregnant in this last year. Um, all have rapper boyfriends or rapper ex-boyfriends. They all have BBLs. They're all Instagram vixens, models, if that's what you want to call them. So he doesn't definitely has a type. But sir, all I'm gonna say is this: why aren't you put on a condom? You are a multi. And we're gonna get on her in a second, but you are a multi-million dollar player. If I am correct, his current contract, I think, was for 5 years at $214 million, somewhere around in there. Did they say the child support was 100,000 a month?
3.
300,000 a month?
No.
Oh.
They haven't. They're supposed to go back, I think, March 20th to get the order.
Oh, okay. No, no, no. Somebody was talking about how much he makes every other day.
Yeah.
Because of how often they play during the season, he makes about $120,000 the moment his foot steps on the court a game, and they play every other day, every 2 days. So you're making decent money for someone who's continuously playing. If something happens and you get injured and all of that good stuff, I hope you're saving, because we know what things can happen in basketball, in any sports, but especially basketball. In order to protect your wealth and your family, that your chosen family and that legacy, I get it. You're a celebrity, you're a basketball player, you can probably have any girl you want. But three women who you're choosing not to be with and impregnating all three of them in 1 year. I think the first two took the $100,000 to get the abortions, and then Aisha didn't. It's ridiculous.
Supposedly, from what I read on him, he would have a total of 3 girls and a boy already.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, he does have the means to support his children currently,
But if
and
you
if
don't
he's
want
done,
to, why keep creating them?
um, and this is where we get into this is where we get into the combo. This is where we dig deep. Um, First of all, this is not for me. This is not to bash anyone. We all make mistakes. We all listen to or want to hear or think that we're hearing what we might not be hearing in certain situations. It appears that this young man was very clear on the fact that he did not want another child, and he expressed that to Miss Howard. Um, Not exactly sure when the first time was. We're not privy to that kind of information. We're not going to go back and forth on that, but I believe, because I have seen his personality, I'm pretty sure he had no problem with expressing that that he didn't want another child, or he doesn't want a child. And then there is a text message when he asked her to get an abortion. Um,
And offered her money.
mhm. We all have our crosses to bear, and we all um, sometimes use poor judgment in the heat of the moment. Um, should he be wrapping it up? Probably. Yeah, yeah, I can go with that. And if he can't wrap it up, young ladies, you need to.
Facts.
Um, I I'm not trying to play the blame game here because to me they're both at fault. Um,
Facts.
the piece that bothers me the most about this whole entire situation is that innocent little baby, and she's innocent.
Hmm.
And this information, the way that it has been disseminated and the way that it's out in the internet world and it's going to be there permanently, is going to affect this little girl when she gets a little older, when
Hmm.
she's 5 or 6 and she's going to school. And people are cruel because her father has stated he does not want to be in her life. He
But
is.
not even just in that way. This is why I mentioned who Aisha was and the fact that she has another celebrity child's father,
Mm-hmm,
her older sibling, because he's active in that child's life.
mm-hmm,
She's going to watch her older sibling being cherished by their father. Now, they both got celebrity dads, but she's not going to know her dad, and people are going to question. One, she's going to see her sibling being cherished on by their parent, by their other parent, and she's going to wonder where hers is, even if she knows the truth. That's going to affect her. But then to know that it's publicly out there and that it'll be out there for people to tease her,
mm-hmm.
that they know who her father is and he didn't want you.
Right.
That's a bullying. That's a tactic for bullying.
And on top of it, to me, it's and all I'm hoping and praying for is that Mr. Edwards will down the line change his mind. Right now, we've talked about this before. Hurt people hurt people.
I agree.
Um,
I think he feels
and
trapped.
yeah, and I feel that he's lashing out. Unfortunately, the person that's really being lashed out at is an innocent child,
Hmm.
and um, you're not doing the child any service by. Unfortunately, I think the mother tried to go to California to try to get more money, and that got squashed by the courts. It's going to be handled in Georgia. Um, and they're going to go with whatever the amount there is, which sounds like around between 5 and 3,000 is where they're at, I think, last, but they haven't gone to court yet, so I think the court date is set for March 20th.
Well, when it comes to the amount, I want these mothers to quit trying to trap these rich men to make their lifestyle, because
Mm,
you don't need more than 3 to 5,000 a month to raise a child.
I wish I would have had that much. I had
With
$182.
3 to 5,000 a month
I had
as a mother,
$182.72. Thank you.
as a single mother, getting $3 to 5,000 a month in child support, if you do things the right way, you never have to for the 18 years that that child is born, you'd never have to work. But unfortunately, in this world or society, those women blow $3 to 5,000 on their hair.
Right.
Um, and so the money, it starts to look like a money grab when, especially when we know that she tried to move to LA to get an LA support versus the Georgia support where she's at. She's lucky she wasn't in Florida, because Florida has this strange way of giving the fathers custody when they're high earners, stating that the mothers aren't financially stable enough to have custody. Seen it done several times. Um, and to me, it's a money grab. Unfortunately, that's disappointing because it's not for the benefit of the child. You said $158 a month. How about $178 a month? Um, for two. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it.
My thing is that I really, we try to educate, we try to talk to young folks, and we try to make sure that people understand. The first thing I want to say to my young ladies that are out there is, young ladies, stop it. Please stop it. You cannot get a man to love you, like you, be with you just because you get pregnant.
I don't think that was her goal, but I agree with you.
It may not have been her goal, but the appearance that is going on right now, and some of the things that she's putting out there make it appear that, well, I'm upset, I'm salty, I'm this, I'm that, he's not with me, he's not going to be with my daughter, he's not blah blah blah.
And that's why I say it was a trap. Because
Hmm.
even if he had chose, if he had, she would be happy if he had chosen to be in the child's life and not hers, because she was okay with being a side piece. If you go through the text messages between the two of them that got leaked when he asked her to get the abortion, she clearly stated, we both knew what your situation was and we knew what the possible consequences were. I'm just willing to take my consequences and deal with the consequences, as in, i.e., raise this child. Um, so she knew what it was. She knew he wasn't leaving his longtime girlfriend. He's been cheating on her and she keeps staying. Why would he leave? She takes it. She deals with his shit and his shenanigans. Like I said, if you include Aisha, he had gotten 3 women total pregnant in the same year that his long term girlfriend was carrying their child. She ain't going nowhere. And she's not giving up the bag. She ain't giving up the bag at all. She letting him be the hoe that he is. Um, and she's sitting pretty in her house while he's playing for the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? And being a wag, she's getting that status. So she knew he wasn't gonna leave his woman for her. I think she's just more upset that he's not gonna accept this child and not gonna willingly give her what she wants, which monetary to me is the bag. She thought he was gonna say, okay, this is my child. I'm gonna take care of her. Let's keep this out the courts and I'll give you X amount of dollars a month, which would be more than what she's going to get in child support, just to keep her at bay. And it backfired on her because he said, nah, we're going to go to court and I'm going to sign over my rights, my physical rights. And I'm going to pay you child support, but we're going to let the courts, because he filed for paternity.
Hmm. Right, he did. He did.
Now, fortunately for him, it is getting pushed back to Georgia, because that is the other reason why she tried to move to LA. In LA, if you put the father's name down on the birth certificate, even if they don't sign, they come after them as the legal father. In Georgia, if you have the father's name on the birth certificate, that's fine. But if you want to solve the issue of um, child support and visitation, the father has to act, they have to verify paternity. The Commonwealth of Georgia makes sure they verify paternity and doesn't just take the word of the father or the mother. Because let's say he was all down for it and he signed the birth certificate and was willing to have his name on that birth certificate. The state of Georgia still does not take that at face value and they make you file for paternity. Because there's been too many issues in Georgia and in other states with athletes or musicians where their name has been on the birth certificate
And they are not the
and they
father.
are not the father.
Hmm.
And yet, because they are on the birth certificate,
They are
they are the
responsible.
father of they are the legal father and are still financially responsible for that child.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, I do appreciate the way he's handling it. I do agree with you. I think they're both wrong. But unfortunately, in today's society, too many women do things the way that she did it. And that's why a lot of men think that a lot of us just want their money and are gold diggers and are just trying to trap them with a baby. I ain't gonna say a lot, all the men, but there's a lot of men that think that way. If you
Mm-hmm.
listen to these red pill podcasts, this is the stuff that they're talking about.
And here's the thing, ladies. I always want to talk to my women, as much as I love my men, but I want to talk to my women. Ladies, you got to stop this. This is, I mean, I was in a situation for 18 years with someone that went through it. Went through it. Same, almost same scenario. And it doesn't make that person want to be with you, because a lot of you in the back of your minds, whether you want to admit it or not, that's the ultimate thing, is I want him to be with me, whether you say so or you don't say so. Your actions speak a little louder. So the first thing to me is this, and I might get some pushback on it, and at 62 years old I can give 5 fucks. Ladies, to me it is 90% your responsibility to make sure that you do not get pregnant.
Hmm. Facts.
Okay. It is 90% your responsibility. Gentlemen, it's 10% your responsibility that you don't get anyone pregnant. And the reason
Facts.
why I say that in that order and in that amount and those amounts, because ladies, possession is 9/10 of the law. You're going to be the one that's taking care of the child. You're going to be the one that is there when the baby is sick and when the baby is teething and when the baby needs to go to the zoo and last minute. And you're going to be the one that has to sit up and figure out algebra, and you're going to be the one that has to be the nursemaid, the bus driver, the coach, the the
A
maid,
soccer mom. Have
the
y'all ever heard of the phrase mommy's babies, daddy's
daddy's
maybes?
babies.
Because we
Right.
know for a fact that's your baby. It came out your twat. That baby is yours.
And possession is 9/10 of the law, and you're going to you can sit there and stand there and tell him you're pregnant, and it could definitely be his, and he can be right on out that front door.
Mhm.
If you all did not have a conversation and we talk about the 3 C's, clear, concise communication, if you are not having a conversation about having children, do not put yourself in that position to be hurt. Do not put yourself in a position to be embarrassed, and do not put your child in a position to not have both of their parents. You are responsible for your body. You need to know when you're ovulating. You need to know what kind of birth control you can take and what you cannot take. You need to know about the day after pill. Okay? They're taking away enough of our rights as women, but not all the rights are gone right now. So let's not be silly and stupid, and I shouldn't say stupid, but I'm going to say it. You've got to do better. You've got to do better. You need to know when you're ovulating. You need to know if the condom has holes in it. You need to know. And if he don't have a condom on, you put it on him. That's one of the reasons why you probably need to be at the Ebony Erotic Experience, because one of our special guests is going to teach you how to put that on there in a very sexy, exciting way. But you cannot keep thinking in the back of your mind or somewhere down the line that he's going to change his mind, that he's going to be in the baby's life, that all of you are going to live happily ever after with the white picket fence and the dog named Spot. You've got to stop being delusional. You've got to think about
Facts.
your child.
Facts.
Your child should be the most important thing, not your coochie, not your heart, not your brain. Your child should be the most important thing. And some of you are some selfish bitches, and I hate to use that word, but I'm going to use it. You are selfish. And you're out here doing things that are not making it easier on you, or easier on your child, or easier on the baby daddy. You laid down. You opened your legs. Unless you were violated, you willingly laid down. If he blew in your ear and he said you're pretty, that don't mean open your legs. That's not what it means. We have got to stop doing and repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again as men and as women. And we've got to learn from our mistakes. Now, Mr. Edwards, he's not the pillar of the community when it comes to these children. He's out here, as we call it, got community dick.
Facts.
He's got community dick. Okay, community dick is that dick going everywhere. Y'all better be happy.
I've never let community dick hit me raw. That's
You all
just
better be happy that all y'all is getting pregnant, and you ain't getting some other shit that you can't fucking get rid of.
that part. Like
That's community dick. He's got community dick itis. Community dick itis.
he's got celebrity community
Community
dick.
dick. Well, he doesn't care that he's a celebrity. He's just a
No, no,
community.
no. I'm saying he in itself, it's I am who I am. I can whoever I want to fuck, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
do what I want to do. That's worse than regular community dick.
He's got community dick, and people should recognize him, ladies, and stay away. Stay far away.
They see the dollar signs, they think something gonna come of it.
You can't change him. This is how he is. And that might be why the young lady has stayed with him all this time. She can't change him. She knows it. He's got to want to change himself.
She in it for the long haul. She letting him do him now, thinking that he gonna just be with her later and when he calmed down. She's like, let him get it out because she know he only 23. I don't know how old she is though.
But she's not older than him, I don't believe.
Okay.
But the point of it
But
is that,
sometimes they do be. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, no, she's not.
Okay.
I don't believe she is at all. Um, but for whatever the reason, not, and I don't think it's because she allows him to do whatever it is that he wants to do. I don't think that's it. She's been with him since he started. She was there at the beginning before he
But
got
I
into.
think that's but I
Be,
think that's why she might be slightly older than him. Cause she's got another celebrity baby daddy too. Another rapper.
they were, from what I understand, from what she said on the show, they've been together since like maybe high school.
Mm. Yeah, but I thought one of the shows I watched today said that she had a baby by a rapper and he accepted that baby.
So,
I'm gonna look it up.
but the point is, folks, we can't keep doing this as a community. Um, no, we can't save everybody, but if we can save one, that's worth it. If we can get one person to change their behavior because they want something better, not just for themselves, but for their children, then it's worth it. But this is not cute. This is not and my thing is that these children, no matter what, the children need their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of kids out here want their parents 24/7, both of them, because that's how Johnny down the street's being raised. And I don't think parents realize how bullying has gotten a lot worse than when I was growing up. And the fact that this is all in the media and it will not die, it can always be resurrected when this little girl turns, 5 years old, 6 years old, and is going to school, because the media will continue to follow her irregardless.
Facts.
Like I said, we've got 1 minute Stephen A. Smith is when Bronny had the heart attack, he's given all the praises and protecting him, and then now that he's playing basketball, which is something Stephen A can't do, he can't do what Bronny is doing. You're all over him, and then you think his dad is not going to say something to you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you lost your damn mind? That's still his son. Everybody's upset. I mean, why are you upset? LeBron looking out for his family. Why not?
I love Bronny though.
Bronny is not a bad player. He's
He's
young.
not. He's not his brother, but he's not a bad player.
No, he's not. He's going to come into his own. He's
He's
going to
not
be.
his father, and he's not his little brother, but he is a great player,
He is a great player, and he's going to get
and
better.
he has development. But he's what, 22, if that.
No, he's 20.
He's 20. So yeah.
He's 20. And he had to sit out, even though he went to college, he had to sit out part of the time after the heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, my thing is like, Stephen A, you not out there, so shut up.
Stephen
Shut
A is
up.
a hater, though. I mean, as much as I love Stephen A, he's
Yeah.
definitely a hater. I think a lot about what he says about Bronny, and I know this is off topic a little bit.
Mhm.
He's just repeating what everybody is thinking. Because there are a lot of people, everything that Stephen A says, a lot of people have said. But again, yes, he might have gotten into the league because of his father. Had he not been Bronny, we don't know. But it still doesn't take away from his skills that he does have and the fact that he has earned his spot.
Mhm.
He did what he had to do. He got into the league on the Lakers and he went and played for the first half of the season in the G League. He did what he was supposed to do.
And he's
Don't.
continuing to learn, and it's a different game. It's even a different game than when LeBron came in.
Mhm.
And
I wish
LeBron,
the way they brought in Bronny is the way they would have brought in a lot of the guys that came in straight out of high school and or fresh out of college like that. I feel like there's a lot of players, especially a few that came here from Indiana, that would not have had the short careers that they had they developed them a little bit more, knowing that they were pulling them out straight after high school.
and that's what they one of the things in the NBA that they changed. You cannot come into the NBA
Hmm.
anymore at 18. You have to be at least a year after that, and you have to do, they want you to go to college, or they want you to get other experience before you come into
I wish they
the.
would make them do 2 years and not one,
Mhm.
but I agree. That's something that they definitely took from the NFL that I appreciate that they changed about the league.
Mhm. And you can't
But the
just.
NFL, you ain't coming. Sit down. Go play college ball.
So it's just like I said, this level of person, the amount of money, the celebrity status. But what people fail to realize a lot of times with, especially with athletes, especially with athletes with long seasons, um, the season is very long for all of them, actually, because you're always training. You're always doing, might be doing personal appearances. You might be um, uh, doing commercials. You might be on, doing the circuit, the talk show circuit or whatever. You might be doing charity work. You probably want to do something with your money, so you have some kind of a foundation. Um, there's a lot that these guys do off the court and off the field, as well as they are dads. They are brothers, they are sons, they are nephews. They have other things and other interests that they do as well. And they have families to take care of, and a lot of folks don't. We just see them on the football field or on the baseball field or on the basketball field, and forget that they are people. They're regular Joe Blow,
Amen.
and they have responsibilities. And we pass a lot of judgment on people that are simply human. They have, a lot of people think, well, all the money that they get paid, you all don't understand, especially if you've never woke up next to a player that has sacrificed their body the night before and they can't get out the bed. You don't know
Right.
what it's like to have someone that you care for in a lot of pain, so much pain that they have to go get in a cryo machine. If you ever watch after games and watch them get iced down to keep their knees from swelling in basketball and their ankles from hurting, they got their feet in buckets of ice. They take ice baths to keep the swelling down, to keep the circulation moving. If you've ever seen a football player that's played hurt,
Oh, that's a different type of pain.
bruised ribs, cracked ribs, concussion, still going back out there, um, broken hands, broken fingers, and still playing. And people complain about the money. The NFL, you are still only expected to play after all of these years. You are still only expected to play in the NFL for an average of 3 to 5 years. And a lot of players don't make it past two. And a lot of them are damaged because they're not franchise players. They're not making all the money.
I have a few clients that have been NFL players that didn't make it to the 3 year threshold, so they don't get their pension
Mm-mm.
and have regular everyday jobs after being signed to NFL teams
Mm-hmm.
and had jerseys with their names on it and college superstar athletes
And on top of
made
it, you
made
have to,
colleges tons of money and NFL tons of money and didn't make it past second season.
they're not in the NFL, they're not vested until they play 3 years. And they have to play the majority of the games. They can't be out injured or anything like that. You have to play in the games. You have to be
Mhm.
dressed and in the games. So to be vested with the NFL. And for the longest, The NFL denied the concussion issues that are going on with a lot of these players. If it wasn't for Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady going out on strike all those few years back, there's a lot of these players that would not be getting the medical that they are now getting because they are not vested, but they can get the medical.
I think that's one of the best things they did, though.
And it is a lot that people don't know that goes on behind the scenes, and they criticize a lot, and it irritates me. But getting back on topic, when you're talking about we're talking about the same thing when we're talking about people making babies. It irritates me. You're making a baby that you're not going to be a part of. You're perpetuating um, the stereotypical situation for Black men, period, and for Black females as well. We have to do better, guys. There's one thing that I wanted to chat about, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a short pause. We're going to let you guys get a little water, get a little pen, get a little something. But we want to come back because I definitely want to make sure that we touch on this one portion of this topic that I feel is super important. But we're going to just take a short pause and we're going to be right back with more Juicy Tales Erotic Chat.
The Ebony Erotic Experience, Erotic Arabian Nights, is going down in Indianapolis, Indiana, May 30th and 31st, 2025. Come take a walk on the erotic side. Your ticket will get you into 10,000 square feet of erotic ecstasy. For more information, contact us on Gmail at Ebony Exotic Experience.
All right, guys, make sure you get your tickets, okay? Make sure. We're going to, you know what? Can we run that one more again? I think we should. Let's run it one more time. For those of you that are looking for tickets, because we had some people on here that were interested. So let me get.
The Ebony Erotic Experience, Erotic Arabian Nights, is going down in Indianapolis, Indiana, May 30th and 31st, 2025. Come take a walk on the erotic side. Your ticket will get you into 10,000 square feet of erotic ecstasy. For more information, contact us on Gmail at Ebony Exotic Experience.
All right, there you got it, guys. Make sure you get your tickets because it's gonna be cray. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
You know, I am too. I'm, ready to get this going, and
I'm ready for you to come back home.
We got vendors. We're looking for vendors, just letting everybody know so that you can it's $100 to vend for the 2 days. So we just make sure you guys know that too. So if you got a vending business and you want to be a part of it, please do. So I wanted to let the ladies know there are 12, at least 12, and this might be an old list, but of birth control that there can be. There's surgical procedures that can make permanent birth control that you can have. That's one thing. So that the sperm is unable to cause any type of pregnancy. You can have an IUD, non-hormonal, or hormonal IUD that you can have. Prevents about 99% of pregnancies. You can have an implant, which is a hormonal prevents. Once again, nothing is 100% except for abstinence. Okay, so we'll put that in there. You can get the shot. It's about 96% accurate. The vaginal ring, some people might want to use that, 93%. The patch, 93%. The pill, 93%. Condoms, 87%. When used correctly. Okay, so please, everybody, learn how to put it on. Okay. Um,
That's why people need a class on how to put a condom on. Stop. Stop.
gotta come. Emergency contraception and emergency contraception can be used up to 5 days after unprotected sex. It could come in the form of a pill or IUD. You guys, we've got the day after now. We got spermicides and gels, which are about 79 to 86%. Fertility awareness and natural family planning is about 77 to 98%. And I used to do all natural. That's when you got to sit down and know what your body does. That's why I know my body. So I can tell you when I was pregnant and when I wasn't. I could let you know. The withdrawal or pull out method that men try to do is about
That don't work.
78% of the time it might work.
I get it 23% of the time.
I guess
I gotta pull out, baby.
your pull out game got to be strong.
I gotta pull out, baby. Okay.
It's got to be strong. So
She now 20.
well, his pull out game wasn't too strong then.
Mm.
We can go with that. But those are a lot of the different ways that women, you know, cannot get pregnant. Of course, first of all, like I said, the first thing that has to happen, guys, we got to have these conversations. We are not having these conversations. We are not talking to one another and actually saying to one another, and we're not asking the right questions and we're not getting the right answers. Do you want a baby? Hi, Master Ra. Mwah.
Master Ra.
Do you want a baby?
Nope.
If he says no, ladies, ain't no plotting and planning. It's over and done with. It's a no. Fellas, asking her, do you want a baby? She says no. Ain't no plotting and planning, hiding her peels, holes in the condoms. It's none of those things. You are not going to change anybody's mind if they do not want a child by doing treachery. It's not going to work. It's not going to end well for you. Present conversation that we were just having, take a look at it. You have two people that are truly right now going through it, unhappy. No matter how you slice it, it is embarrassing for the young lady. And for the gentleman, it's just as embarrassing. But the person that is hurt the most is the baby. The innocent child that was made by two people, one which stated that he didn't want any children, and the other that got pregnant. And unfortunately, since this is her second child, she knows how to get pregnant.
X.
He says, hence why we not fucking, just spanking ass and doing BDSM only. Well, over in this world, Master Raw, that can lead to getting pregnant. Little hair pulling, a little slap on the ass. And the next thing you know. But we just have to have better conversations. We just have to talk to one another in a way that, first of all, is respectful. And we got to stop thinking with our little heads, and that goes for the women too. if he blows in your ear and he don't want any kids, he doesn't want any kids. Don't think that you having a child is going to change that. That's not what he wants. Anything that you want to add, Miss Purple Rain?
No, you said it all. I agree. You know, we here on this topic, we've talked about this topic off camera before. So you know how I feel about stuff like that on both ends.
It says the next thing you know, it ends up in your mouth or in your butthole. Well, we'd like to hope so, but um so once again, guys, this is, like I said, it's not just about Anthony Edwards, and it's not just about, is it Shea? Am I saying the girl's name right? Howard. It's not just about
Aisha.
Aisha. I'm tearing her name up. Aisha. It's also about this little precious little girl that has been made and is here. Um, and hopefully we can keep an eye on her future, and they can protect her enough that she is not bullied, that this does not come back to bite her. And hopefully her father will change his mind, because he can have a change of heart or a change of mind. Um, and the 20th of March is not here yet. So
That part.
hopefully he can see that it would be in his best interest to still somehow rather be in his child's life. But
I pray, but I don't want that baby girl to be harmed mentally because of his poor decision making.
yeah, and I don't want her to be harmed either, either reason. And
Mhm.
for the mother's poor decision reasons, the father, and the fact that I feel like he might be making a rash decision out of anger.
I
Um
agree. I think that's what it is the anger.
and because the little girl has the right to know her siblings as well. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll change his mind on some of this. That would be, wonderful. Because the baby doesn't deserve this. She does not. She does not
Facts.
deserve what she is about to go through because of all this other malarkey. Um, if you can't wrap it up, don't take it out on the child.
I
Because
think
now,
that's the only thing I'm mad about with him, other than the fact that, I mean, because he's a blunt person. I'm just seriously upset that knowing you don't want any other children, you still chose to have unprotected sex.
I'm not mad at him, but I'm disappointed. I think
Because
people.
it's so
I mean, and the
easy.
situation. I mean, here's the thing: the we don't know what happened in the heat of the moment. We weren't there
Yeah.
when she conceived. It could have been a heat of the moment kind of thing. One thing led to another. It could have been a lot of things. But when it comes to wrapping it up, it can't just be on him. We gotta get these girls to say, "Hold up, let me put a condom on you."
I agree, but again, I told you what I thought her motives were because of how she's acting. I swear, I think her motives were money motivated.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that some people will say that I victim blame and things like that, but when I consistently see a pattern, I call it out.
Mm-hmm. And
A
I
pattern
I
is a
pretty much
pattern.
pretty much I agree with you. I mean, this isn't about. I know one
Because
of the things that
from another, and the only reason I say that is because from another story I read, she left him on unread in her DMs for months. before she realized who he was. And then when she realized who he was, is when she started the conversation. He had months of unanswered messages from her.
And she said that, well, he pursued me. And my thing is,
And
it
he
doesn't,
did for
but
months. And
yeah.
he went unanswered until she realized who he was.
And my thing is, it doesn't matter who, if he pursued you or not. What matters is you opened up your legs and got pregnant with
You
somebody
saw a cash cow.
that you have no intentions of marrying, that has no intentions of marrying you, not shacking up, not living together.
Knowing he had a woman and a family.
hmm We got to do better, folks. We got to make better choices. We got to do better, especially my women. We got to do better. You have so much more potential, and to be honest, you adults are going to be fine. It's the offspring that you keep creating that get to roll in the crap that you keep throwing out there. They're the
Mhm.
ones that are being hurt.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric, not you. You guys are fine. You might be a little pissed or upset, but this little girl is going to live with this for the rest of her life.
And this is being played out on social media. The difference between when this used to happen back in the day and now is that our lives are fully and solely on social media, and the gossip blogs and the TikTok, and everybody wants to put their 2 cents in, and that is stuff that doesn't leave. That is for life. So anything that you have said, everything you have said in these leaked text messages, every all of that is now being played out on social media, and when your child turns 11, 12, 13, she'll be able to find that information and put that in your face.
And not to mention, her little friends will be able to find it and put it in her face.
Yep.
Nobody is
That's
nobody
the
is
scariest part.
nobody is thinking about the child. And the blame game is way over. You can't, that part don't even matter anymore because it's about the child. We can't keep doing these kinds of things. You can't keep going out here willy-nilly with your dick, and you can't keep going out here willy-nilly with your cooch. You're going to have to figure it out, have conversations. Do you want children? When do you want children? Have the tough conversations. If you don't want children, don't sit there and say you do so that you can get some cooch. Make sure you say you don't.
Before you get the cooch.
Make it plain. And if that's not you, you never know. You may be dodging a bullet by not getting the cooch.
And if for any reason you do use a condom, flush that bitch down the toilet and don't throw it in the trash.
Facts. Or any bait or any turkey based. Don't have any turkey based.
Do not let her take it off and flush it down the toilet. I mean, hey, you know, shit
hmm
happens on both sides, and shit rolls up and downhill.
So I hope this helps. I mean, it was a good topic. It really is. I think I wish
I think it's one of my
I wish
favorites.
them the best. I mean, on their individual quest for life. I just really hope that they take into consideration looking down the future line for their child, that they kind of get it together and make sure that, she's taken care of, not just financially, but emotionally and psychologically, because this is going to be a mess as she gets older.
I agree.
I do hope that Mr. Edwards reconsiders and makes her a part.
Because that baby is
Because the baby
innocent.
is innocent, make her a part of your life and let her know her siblings.
I agree.
So, on that note, we're gonna come back next week. I got this topic I want to talk about next week. Let me just bounce this off of you guys. So, here lately, people been showing up to the red carpet, uh, scantily clad.
Are we talking about Megan?
There's been several. There have been.
I know, but the green dress is, I think, the one that's triggering the
I
conversation.
haven't really seen the green dress. I've seen a part of it, but I've really not seen it. I've been seeing these nudie.
It was cute, but it reminded me of a different version of Little Kim circa 19, was that 2002 with the purple
Oh yeah,
pasty?
that wasn't cute
It was
anyway.
two green
But they
pasties
had,
instead.
you know, I- the naked girls that have been showing up all of a sudden on the looking not even comfortable in their own skin, let alone in the outfit.
Well, I mean, I'm all for it. If you confident, do it, honey. Especially when you under 30. Cause I think the only thing that I have a
Wait,
problem with,
wait,
and I
wait,
think it's
wait.
gonna be a
We
great
can't talk
topic.
this yet. We're gonna do this next week.
Okay, but it's a good topic. I like it. We're gonna talk about it. Are we gonna have extra
We
input?
can. I think it would be fabulous if we did. Who are you thinking about?
I'll let you know.
We need some naked girls. No, anyway,
I don't know
yes,
none.
you do. Uh,
As nasty as we are, we conservative. I don't know what you're talking about.
anyway, he said it's all about
It is all
attention.
about attention,
Hmm.
Eric.
Yeah, but some of the,
The problem is it good or bad attention?
yeah,
Because, for me, I like the attention.
yeah.
I like the attention for them. I don't want it on me. How about that?
I think we gotta pay attention to who's watching.
Nope.
I do. I do. But we'll talk about that next week, okay, guys? So everybody have a great, great week. You got anything planned?
No, I'm gonna be at work.
All right.
I'm in focus mode. I'm working. I'm trying to finish my certification and preparing for school in the fall. So outside of I'm outside of EEE and then my birthday trip, I'm not really outside at all this year. 2025 is a year of rebuilding, rebirth, and reconfiguration. So
Okay. Well, I'm outside,
I'm kind of
y'all. I'm
kicked out this
outside.
year.
Miss Juicy's outside. She's trying to get a date here in Cleveland. You got to be in Cleveland. Like hit me up, and I'll tell you my criteria. It's not really difficult. Um, but you need to be at least 6 foot to ride this ride. Okay. Well, on that note, at least
Y'all, she's
I'm
serious.
6 foot at least to ride this ride.
At least. She one of them tiny tots that like to look up.
Whatever. And on that note, Miss Amazon, we will see you guys next week. Make sure you get your tickets for the Ebony Erotic Experience. All you have to do is use the QR codes. We've made it very, very simple for you. No extra fees. If you need to make a payment plan, we even have that set up for you through Afterpay. So make sure you get your tickets. They're $150 for the 2 days, basically around $75 a day. That includes your classes, seminars, your food, your fun, and going to be in 10,000 square feet of erotic ecstasy.
And debauchery.
Debauchery. So join us May 30th and 31st in Indianapolis, Indiana for the Ebony Erotic Experience Arabian Nights. The Erotic Arabian Nights. We've got so much stuff planned for you guys. And the only people that know all the naughtiness are the ones that have tickets.
Arabian Nights, Arabian Day. Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. Sorry, it popped in my head.
All right, y'all. We love you.
That is the truth.
Have a great one, guys. See you next week. Remember to enjoy, enlighten,
Bye.
and embrace eroticism. From my beautiful co-host, Miss Purple Reign, and myself, Ms. Jewcee. Have a great